So today I've constructed a list of basically some Eagles in Madden 24 that have not gotten cards the whole year. Like they've gotten like they one card at the beginning of the year and never got another card. I did this because I feel like we need to kind of put out there that like, hey, why have these guys not gotten cards? Now some of these guys are literally some of the best players literally at their position at the NFL. And it's kind of a crime that they have just not seen a card yet. So enough of the talking, man. Let's go ahead and get right into this list. I try to keep this list relatively like the main starters on the team and not really, you know, like not side pieces, but like guys that aren't starters and stuff. So for the first player though, we got Darius Slay. He has not seen an upgrade all year. He's only got this 85 core elite, one of the best corners in the league. I know he's been getting a lot of hard stuff this season. I personally don't think he's had a bad season. No, he's coming off a really good game, 2 against Dallas. I can't believe, but is it they know he never gets carded. You look at last year, his first card he didn't get to 0 chill. So don't be surprised if he does get a card with 0 chill. I mean, he pretty much has to. There's no way he's going this long without a card. And Hassan Reddick's card is so old, bro. He literally still has the Super Bowl patch on his card. Like this is his only card. It's 86 core elite, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know if I actually ever even used this card. I'm not sure if I ever did because I always kind of used Nolan Smith. So I don't even know if I've used Hassan Reddick this year. I'm trying to remember. I'm really not too sure. So I would like to use Hassan Reddick. His cards are really good. Now I know the Eagles defensive line is just beyond stacked at the moment, but hey man, you know, at some point we're gonna need a D-line upgrade, and Hassan Reddick has got to be the guy to get it. Jordan Davis has not gotten an upgrade all year. Now, obviously, Jordan Davis isn't going to be like, oh my God, probably the most wanted D tackle. Because when he does get a card, they're probably not going to make his power move anything spectacular. He's going to have high strength, a solid block shed, but it's the credentials with him. It's 6'6", 336. I mean, man, that is a big individual. So, I mean, I'd like to see him get a card. I mean, I would like to see all these guys get a card, but I don't know, man. I mean, I know Jordan Davis hasn't had, you know, the craziest season, but I mean, his job isn't to put up stats. His job is to, you know, be a space eater. I mean, this should be a federal crime for Fletcher Cox to not have a card at this point. He's actually not even having, for being an old man, he's actually having a pretty solid season for being an old man. And he's an all-time Eagle. He's for sure an all-time Eagle. For this legend not to have a card yet is honestly despicable. Yeah, we love some Fletcher Cox. And Fletcher Cox's cards have always been just great for me in Madden. I mean, I can't tell you how many times he's got, like, anytime he gets a card, I use it, like, way past, like, his sell-by date, man. Like, Fletcher Cox always a performer for me, man. So, you know, when he does get a card, it's going to last for a while. Like, I remember, I think it was last year, Team of the Week. I want to say Team of the Week. I think he got like a Team of the Week card, 91, 92 or something like that. Or maybe it was the year before. I can't remember. But I just remember using that card for like an eternity, man. Like I used it forever just because Fletcher Cox makes plays, man. So I put Nakobe Dean on here because technically I know he has a core gold and he also has this Team Affinity card. But the thing is, when the game came out, Team Affinities came out with it. So, in a way, this is kind of like a core elite. Even though, like I said, I know he has a core gold and he has 2 cards. But he technically has not seen an upgrade all year. Now, in real life, you know, the Kobe Dean so far has been, not gonna lie, he's been very injury prone. So, you know, he's 5'11". He's a shorter backer. But, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Nakobe Dean. I know I keep bringing IRL into this, but I mean, at the end of the day, IRL and, you know, football, mud, I mean, it's, you know, it's real life putting into a game. So I'm always going to take things from real life and put it into the game aspect wise, just because, I mean, I watch a lot of football and I play the football game because I like football. Kevin Byard has also not seen an upgrade so far this year. Weird. He goes to the Eagles and all of a sudden he stops getting cards, but honestly, I'm not that mad that he hasn't got a card because, I mean, truthfully, he has not played very good for the Eagles. So I'm not going to say, like, oh, I'm a Kevin Byard fan right now because, first of all, but, like, you know, so obviously you're fans of some guys, even though, like, they're not on your team, right? We all have fans of players that aren't on your favorite team. But I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, I know Kevin Byard's game and all that stuff. So he comes to the Eagles, it's like, okay, we know you're all pro, you're a great safety. But he ain't played like that on Philly, man. So I'm not really, like, too mad he has not gotten a card. Reed Blankenship has all... I said... I just said Reed Blankenship. Reed Blankenship has also pretty much technically not gotten a card, or not a card, an upgrade, because once again, headliners came out when the game came out, so he has not really seen an upgrade. He's a really good tackler. I mean, I'd be fine with him getting a card right, get you extra safeties to put in the box if you're not trying to use linebackers and save AP, not using lurk artists. So I'll be fine with. He's also 6'1", so he's got a little bit of height to him. So the next couple names I have are people that actually are not even in Madden 24 at the moment, and the first one we got here is Zach Cunningham. He legit does not even have a card in Madden. Kind of wild. He's a starter for us. Does not. I don't know how that happens. Now he's he's not been a bad backer for us. I'm not going to sit here and say he's been generational. He's been a solid backer. But the point is, he's a starter for us. Doesn't have a card. So. But it doesn't even have a card in the game, which is really wild. Another guy that does not even have a card this year is Julio Jones, and it's actually hard to believe Julio Jones' last card he got was last year, and he only got a 97, didn't even get a 99. Kind of crazy, but yeah. Julio Jones, man, doesn't have a card. Now, I'm not, obviously, the Eagles think, and you're like, hey, we don't need any more wide receivers. Don't get me wrong. We got all the receivers. Like, how does Arby's goes? It's like, we have the meat. At some point this year, you know, Julio Jones is going to get a card. Now, I don't know when, but at some point, he's going to get it, and it's going to be amazing. And we all love some Julio Jones. Now, for this one, this is going to be a list of players. The Eagles theme team legit has no running back. Our last running back card we got was DeAndre Swift, and that was all the way, man, I want to be generous and say the beginning of September. Yeah, I want to say it was the beginning of September. That's insane. That card, it's beyond out of date. We need a running back. Maybe you could give us LaShawn McCoy, or maybe you could give us the legend himself, Keith Byers. Or we could take it back even further, a guy that we haven't seen since Madden 22, LeGarrette Blount. I know you guys remember how nasty LeGarrette Blount was. And we can go even further back, Herschel Walker. This is Madden 21. Y'all remember how nasty Herschel Walker was at Madden 21? I almost forgot a guy from Madden 22, Deuce Staley. This was his last card. He didn't even get an upgrade in Madden 22. He got this Team Diamond, which was nasty when it came out. He was actually like one of the best running backs in the game, and we haven't seen him since. We want some Deuce Staley. And this is the last one I'm going to say right here for the running backs. Brian Westbrook. Haven't seen this man since literally Madden 20. This is the last card he got, man. This Team Diamond card. Let me know if you guys remember this card right here. This card was really nasty, man. It was a really good receiving back, but those are pretty much all the guys I got for you, man. I just wanted to go kind of through a list of guys that, you know, just haven't got a card at all this year, or, you know, some guys that we'd like to see him at. That's really mostly the running backs, because the running backs right now is a tough place right now for the Eagles theme team. It's bad, so hopefully we can get some love there. I could even throw Ronnie Brown in there. He got a card it's crazy that he got a card last year. They've had the rights to him this whole time. Never gave him a running back card, but gave him a fucking quarterback card at the end of the year. That's actually crazy, man. That's a waste of the rights. Hopefully we can see some of these guys here soon, man. Let me know what cards you want to see in MUD, who you want to see get upgrades, who you want to see introduced into MUD that's not already in the game. Let me know down in the comments, man. That is pretty much going to do it. And in my opinion, out of all these guys I'd really like to see, man, I would personally like to see a Brian Westbrook, man. I mean, we all love some Brian Westbrook. Make it happen, EA.